I just want to give my brief opinion on this whole ordeal regarding Judge Joe Brown, The Breakfast Club, and Harriet Tubman being placed on a $20 bill before a black man is placed on a $20 bill. But first of all, I want to say I have the utmost respect for Judge Joe Brown. And I think there should be more so-called black American men that should stand up for the truth regardless of the consequences. Regardless if you lose your career or you lose a few dollars, or even if you're put behind bars. Real men should stand up and fight in favor of the truth. Now, I agree with everything that Judge Joe Brown said regarding Harriet Tubman being on a $20 bill. And I've also spoke out against The Breakfast Club, Angela Yee, and Charlemagne the God. Now, black people must understand that they are not for your best interest. The Breakfast Club, it has its own personal agenda, and the agenda is not for the sake of or the betterment of black America. One thing about the devil is that he would only tell the portion of truth. He will put out just enough truth to get your attention, to get you to follow him or to back him or her. And then they hit you with deception. And then you find yourself in a stagnated position in life and even in your thinking. When it comes to Harriet Tubman being placed on a $20 bill, whether it's a black man or a black woman, I personally don't get caught up in that. It really makes no never mind to me, because it's another tool to divide and conquer. I'm going to repeat, it's another tool to divide and conquer. There's a movie on television, Shawshank Redemption. And what that prison warden did was that whenever he wanted to create confusion, whenever he wanted to create division among the inmates, he would put one basketball out on the court. And it's interesting that many of the people that fought for that basketball were black men. So he would stand from the window and would look at the results of just putting one basketball out there and watch them fight among themselves. That's how I view this whole Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill scenario. I want to read a verse of scripture to you, taken from Mark, the 12th chapter, reading the 15th to the 17th verse. Now, this is in regards to questions that was brought to Yeshua regarding paying tribute or taxes to Caesar. The 15th verse reads, "Shall we give or shall we not give?" But he, knowing their hypocrisy, said unto them, "Why tempt ye me? Bring me a penny, that I may see it." The 16th verse says, "And they brought it, and he saith unto them, Whose is this image and superscription? And they said unto him, Caesar's." In other words, Caesar's picture and superscription was on that coin. See, the money belongs to them. This is their system. This is their monetary system. So they have the right and option to put whoever they want on that money. It's theirs. We don't own anything. We're only allotted so much. Either we work and earn it, or they'll give it to us to also keep us in captivity. But they said Caesar's. And the 17th verse says, and Jesus answering said unto them, render to Caesar's the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. And they marveled at him. I'm going to read the 17th verse again. And Jesus answering said unto them, and this is after they identified whose image and whose superscription was on that coin. In other words, who did it belong to? And he said unto them, render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. And they marveled at him. So I really don't get caught up in whose image is on the front of a $20 bill. Because at the end of the day, it's only a tool to bring about division, mistrust, and hate among ourselves, and it does not better the condition of the so-called black community. At the end of the day, we would have a $20 bill in our hand. It's the same thing as Barack Obama. He was no more than a tool. And look at the type of division that it brought about in this country, not just in the black community. And Barack Obama did nothing for black people. But yet they still plaster his image all over social media, saying that he was the best president ever, and he did nothing for them. So regardless if that $20 bill's got the face of a black man or a black woman, we're still in this condition. It's no more than a tool to keep you down, to keep you divided, and to keep you fighting among yourselves. So, but I believe, I agree with Judge Joe Brown. I have the utmost respect for him. And like I said in the beginning of this video, we need more so-called black American men that will stand up and that's not afraid to speak out or to speak our hearts and our minds. See, YouTube is trying to silence us. Facebook is trying to silence us. If we put out information that they disagree with or they don't like, well, they'll cancel the account. They first start demonetizing you. And because of the fact that there's so many so-called black men and black females depend upon that monetization, they silence themselves, right? But when you are standing for the truth, you will stand for the truth regardless of the consequences that may come as a result of that. This is no more than a tool to divide. So feedback, tell me what you think, subscribe, click on the Cash App button in the description box, and donate to this channel. Until next time, I'm fearless.